Dear brothers and sisters, our topic is Fiqhi Issues in Islamic finance. Now, there are many such issues, as you well know. There are, in fact, hundreds of Fiqhi issues because every banking operation or financial product involves a lot of detailed fiqh rulings. So, it's our job as economists to do what Sharia people do in their own effort when they meet in Sharia boards or in Fiqh Academy meetings, where we go over the detailed rulings. What is the dalil that you can sell or use murabaha? Should it be binding or not, etc.? Are we to repeat under this title Fiqhi Issues what Sharia do? My answer is no. We have a different function to do. It is different from pure fiqh. It is different from pure fiqh. Yes. And my job in this lecture is to explain to you how or what is the role of economists regarding fiqhi issues in Islamic finance. Now, slide number 4, if you have. We economists are supposed to do a complementary function, very important, to what fuqaha do. They are needed, and also we are needed, because we do different tasks. Look at start with the definition of fiqh. You know, fiqh is knowledge of detailed Sharia rules. To be versant in fiqh, it means you need to know not only the ruling, but the dalil or the adillah. What is the basis of that ruling in the sources of Sharia, in the Quran, Sunnah, Ijma', Qiyas, etc. This is what fuqaha do, to establish a rule that say such action is permissible, or it is mandatory, wajib, or it is prohibited, haram. This is their job. Where do we come as economists? Number one, this is frame number 6. Islamic economics and Islamic finance is not a branch of fiqh mu'amalat. It is not a branch of fiqh mu'amalat. Why we need to underscore this? Because many fuqaha think that Islamic economics and Islamic finance is really a branch of fiqh mu'amalat. We need to correct this view. Of course, the best way to demonstrate that it is different is to give live examples. Slide number 7, please. Now, Sharia was sent by Allah to be applied to the real world. We have to apply it to reality in the current living conditions. If you want to apply Sharia ruling in a particular reality of the present, we have to know that reality. The fuqaha, usul fiqh, they have a very famous dictum, they say, الحكم على شيء فرع من تصوره. To pass judgment on something from a Sharia point of view, you have to understand that thing very well. This is, of course, logical also, and it makes a lot of sense. Now, you want to apply to reality a Sharia rule. You have to know the reality. Now, how do you know reality? It's not financial reality. You have to be an economist. You have to be a Sharia, a competent finance expert. This is how you know the reality of the economy and the reality of finance, to which you want to apply Sharia rules. So, it is extremely important to realize that in order to apply Sharia, you have to be competent in economics and in finance. Of course, this is not enough. You have to know the basic rules of Sharia related to the job you are going to do. So, basically, you have to have two types of competence in order to function well as an economist, helping fuqaha apply Sharia. You have to know your business, economics, and finance well. You have to know also the other side, the basic Sharia rules related to these matters, in order to interact effectively with fuqaha. So this dual type of expertise, you have to be an economist, a man of finance, an accountant, a lawyer in commercial law, these various disciplines which explain reality and tell you how to describe it. These disciplines are needed in addition to knowing the basic rules of Sharia. So, with these two types of competences, we can then help in understanding Sharia rulings and in implementing them in a particular reality. So, I tried in slide number 7 and 8, slide number 7 and 8, to emphasize first, 7 is what I just told you, the major role of Islamic economics and finance. Then we have 3b, slide number 8. We as economists and finance people need to help interpret Sharia rules and implement them. You may say, Sharia rules are interpreted by fuqaha. What do you mean I have as an economist interpret them? You have to relate them to economics. You have to relate them to economics. For instance, we will find the examples as we go along. Interpretation is not only based on fiqh. You have to know the relationship of a particular fiqh ruling to a particular reality. To make the connection between the Sharia ruling and reality, you need to know economics or finance and so on. For instance, interest prohibited. Now, this in economics translates into a zero ceiling for the price of interest. Interest has to be zero in many, but in giving a loan. So this interest prohibited translates into a price ceiling for interest equals zero. You have to connect between the Sharia ruling and the particular reality you are discussing. So we have interpretation as one function and helping implementation. We have to help in explaining the Sharia rule, and then we have to help in applying it. These two basic functions. Slide number 9, please. The interpretation. What do we mean by interpreting a Sharia rule from economic point of view? I want slide number number 9 now, please.
Sorry, brother.
I mean slide number 9.
Sorry, we can't see Dr. Anas Zarqa, and neither his voice is coming clear.
Okay. Understanding the slide before that, please. The one before that.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what do we mean by interpretation of Sharia rule as a function for economists and finance people? It is understanding the implications, the results of applying this rule in reality, the short term and the long term, the macro consequences and the micro consequences. When you understand the consequences of applying a Sharia rule in reality, then you can say you have given it the proper interpretation as an economist. Basically, when you know the consequences of a Sharia rule, it means you can tell the hikmah, the wisdom behind the rule. You can tell what difference does it make if you apply it or if you don't. So al-hikmah, the wisdom behind the Sharia rule, can come only to someone who knows the consequences, whether short term or long term, of that particular, applying that particular rule. This is the hikmah. Slide number 10, please.